At the western edge of a fallen world lies a cliffside village, harboring the last survivors of the human race, those who chose exile over death. They train day and night, confined to their hideout, their legacy cursed, survival their sole purpose. Legend warns of the demon army, bound to strike again, eager to completely eradicate humans. Fortunately, legend also tells of a hero flying in from the Western Ocean to bring protection and knowledge. On a day that begins like so many others, a young ninja is about to be visited by the Western hero, and sent on a perilous journey into this merciless world to carry a scroll paramount to the clan's survival. The Messenger. Alright, and now we're jumping straight in. Yes, my name is Artman. Another day and still no sign of this so-called Western hero. Training used to be fun, but all we do now is memorize boring prophecies. Demon army this and magic scroll that. Nothing's happened in centuries, so why are we still hiding? I wish I could just leave this place and go explore the world. Gather around, everyone. History lesson is about to begin. Oh great, another lecture. I guess I should at least show up this time. Right on time to try the new course. Show us your cloud step technique. Jump, hit, jump. Well, look who decided to grace us with their presence. Have you done your reading? Ever the rebel. What's the point? All we do is rot in this hideout anyway. I see that the importance of our ancestors' wisdom is lost on you, but let me assure you that the threat of the demon army is very real, and should they... They have returned! This is all wrong. The Western hero was supposed to save us. Watch out! Don't go. You are not ready. Burn it all! Bring the humans to their knees! Not so fast, big boy. Oh, and who might you be? Are you really all they've got? Pathetic! Prepare to die! That sound... impossible! It seems luck is with you this day. Armatazel! Yes, my king. Keep an eye on this worm. Certainly, my king. Count your blessings, ninja. My minions will make short work of you in the autumn hills. Are you a Western hero? Something like that. To be honest, I got here way too late. As you look like the most capable around here, I have a task of the utmost importance for you. Take this scroll and carry it across the island. You need to reach Glacial Peak Summit, where 3 sages will be waiting for you. But who are you? And why is this scroll important? You'll find answers along the way. Head for the village gate now. The Shroud of Night will be your only protection to make it through the autumn hills. Godspeed, messenger. Yay! Yay! Beat the intro without dying. I was never in any danger. So far, so good. Ah, the messenger. I wasn't expecting you so soon. What is this place? This is the shop. Doesn't look like a shop. Do I look like a shopkeeper? Anyways, so I'm this mystical character who will be mentoring and supporting you on your epic quest to save the world. All you need to do is take the scroll to the top of a faraway mountain where 3 sages from my order will be waiting for you. Your order? Slow down, that was way too much text for one dialogue box. Look, just keep going eastward to make sure you grab all these time shards you see lying around. I can use them to upgrade your abilities and artifacts. First one's on the house. Enjoy! Need anything? So, climbing claws? Oh yeah, you can press against walls to cling to them and climb at your leisure. Makes sense. The way everything looks, it just felt like I should be able to do that. Yes, that's why John Guyton invented them decades ago. Who's John Guyton? Never mind, just an acknowledgement I needed to get out of the way. I don't get it. Some will. What do you want to chat about? Seriously though, where are we? Curious, are we? In time you will come to realize that the question is not where, but when. That's it? Listen, I know you're still new to this, but you have to be pretty naive to expect anything other than cryptic information so early in your adventure. Wouldn't you rather go back into the action anyway? Just buy a health upgrade or something and be on your way. Kids these days. You have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a servant who didn't know how to read. The day came where his master asked him to read something for her, to which he replied, "I'm sorry, my lady, I can't read." That reply immediately got him fired. So he went out into the streets looking for a tea house to relax and accept the bad news. When he couldn't find any, he reckoned he probably wasn't the only one to wish there was a tea house in his small town, so he opened up his own. It really picked up, so he built many more and became rich in the process. One day, his accountant asked him to review a piece of document, to which he replied he didn't know how to read. The accountant, who couldn't believe his ears, said, "If you became a millionaire without even knowing how to read, just imagine where you would be if you could read." "Oh, I know exactly where I would be," the rich man replied. "I would be a servant." The end. What? I don't see how this applies to my adventure. It doesn't. You asked for a story. More like the long version of When Life Gives You Lemons. Alright, since you don't seem to appreciate me sharing some clever material for your next party, I suggest you move along. No. Do I have health upgrade? You know, I think I want Strike of the Ninja first. Alright, I gotta hydrate, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Let the music play while I do so. I'm in a safe spot. Okay, there's nothing over there. I was not expecting that. It's not unappreciated, just was not expecting dynamic music. Alright, this is pretty good. That looks like something important later. I don't even need these gourds and I'm still picking them up. What's happened, I guess. So, it seems you're one to wander off the beaten path. What was that big green object? Oh, you mean that thing you just smashed instead of collecting? It's a power seal. There are many others like this one, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what they do. I can tell you that finding them all is optional, but if you're the kind of adventurer that likes to go for the extra challenge, you'll want to keep an eye out for these hidden rooms. And who knows, it may or may not unlock an overpowered upgrade. Anyway, I'll be in my shop. I can't go down yet. I like air hopping, it's fun. Or cloud step, that's what they called it. Alright. Looks like you're almost at the end of this area. Did I forget to mention there's a giant leaf monster guarding the exit? You did? That look on your face. Don't worry, my dear adventurer. Leaf monsters only come out during a full moon. Oh, is it a full moon right now? Yes. Oh, I didn't mean to. Well, good luck. I want to prepare for that one. Forlorn Temple, huh? That's a sad one. How so? You haven't paid much attention during history lessons, have you? Adventure types rarely do, I get it. So the short of it is, that four-headed monster who would have killed you earlier, if that cooler-than-you hero hadn't intervened, that's the Demon King. He brought his armies to the human realm many centuries ago and destroyed their stronghold, forcing them to retreat into hiding. And he's been sitting on their throne ever since. You mean this is all that's left of the human legacy? For what it's worth, I'm sorry. No way. I will go and take down that Demon King right now. You wouldn't be the first to try. Well, I can't just stand here. I can't just stand by while some evil monster gloats over my people's misery. You are still too weak to consider taking on even his second in command. I'm going. I bet you can't even make it to the entrance without falling into the pit. Watch me. Oh, I will. You have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a princess looking for a suitable husband. She sent an invitation to all neighboring princes, stating that the main trait she was looking for was sensitivity. Contenders came and went, attempting to pass her test. You will be my guest tonight, the princess would explain. All I need you to do is sleep on that pile of mattresses. The next morning she would ask them how their night was. I had the best sleep of my life, each would reply, confident they had proved they didn't fear the dark, that they could be easy guests. They were all promptly dismissed. One day, an especially sensitive prince reported he couldn't sleep at all. I don't know what was up with that pile of mattresses, he went on. It looked comfortable enough, but when I laid on it, it was like I had a fork stuck in my kidney. They got married the next day. Oh, everyone knows that story. There was a pea underneath the pile so that someone who's extremely sensitive wouldn't be able to sleep. Yes, but have you ever heard what happened after? For the first few weeks, everything was amazing. The prince would always complain. Just the guy she asked for. When the soup wasn't too hot, it's the cutlery that was too cold. When the music wasn't too loud, the paintings were uninspired. And when the clothes weren't itchy, the poems were predictable. Until one day, just like that, it dawned on the princess that she was in a toxic relationship. Not only was her husband a drag, she had voluntarily picked him for exactly that reason. It dawned on her just like that how this whole love story was nothing more than two people whose dysfunctions matched like puzzle pieces. Incredibly humbled by regal standards, she realized that she was the only constant in all her problems, delved into personal growth, then got a divorce. She lived happily ever after. The end. Oh, you scared me. I thought you were an undead. What kind of creature are you? You've never seen a phobikin? Phobikin? We are a tribe of builders, technically very hard-working, but every one of us is cursed by a unique fear which we are named after. What's your name? Necro. Necro? So you fear the dead and somehow ended up in the catacombs? Ironic, isn't it? I fell while trying to repair the temple ruins above and was instantly paralyzed by all this morbidity. Anyway, thanks for snapping me out of it. I really should get back to work. Oh yeah, this is a great soundtrack so far. Hey, you made it to the catacombs! Okay, anything I should know? Not really, it's pretty standard stuff. Skeletons, and bats. Oh, evil wizards too? You bet, a necromancer even took over. Spooky. Cliched. I suggest you get this area out of the way, there are more original ones lined up. What do you do here? I study magic. Can you teach me? Not really. Why not? Because you're not ready. Ready for what? For magic! Come on, you just asked. No, but I meant... Believe me, learning magic is a lot harder than following a conversation. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a poor old lady who had nothing in life save for a small shack and a pear tree. Her name was Madame Misery. Her whole family ate misery, and sometimes there wasn't even enough misery to go around. One day she was visited by a starving beggar, who asked whether she had any food to spare. She didn't, but her heart was as big as her situation was unfortunate. So she served the beggar a few clumps out of the tasteless broth she had simmering, then invited him to help himself to a few pears. The beggar removed his cloak, revealing himself as a deity. He was disguised as a beggar to see whether there was any kindness left in the world. Touched by Madame Misery's generosity, he offered to grant her a wish. Let me guess, she didn't want anything, it's more about living frugally? Oh no, this is good, let me continue. She mentioned a lot of people were stealing her fruits, which jeopardized her chance to eat every day. Her wish was simple, an enchantment on her pear tree so that it would trap anyone who stole from it until she decided to free them. The divine visitor granted her wish and took his leave. Time went by and she scolded many thieves, but soon realized that most of them were starving children. She decided to take it upon herself to feed and educate them, and soon became the pillar of a thriving new generation. Ever happy and generous, Madame Misery got so old that her face looked like an elephant's knee. And then one day, death came for her. Death, following the protocol, inquired about her last request. I would like to eat one last pear from my tree, she said. Would you be kind enough to grab one for me? Death climbed into the tree to grab a pear, getting trapped in the process. The old lady decided to never let death out of the trap, and since then there has been misery in the world. The end. Right? What's the moral? Being selfless justifies being selfish later? Generosity begets misery? I don't know, it's a fairy tale for kids. I just thought the idea of death trapped in a pear tree was interesting. Hey, how did that epic raid on the Demon King go? Did you manage to save the world and restore your people's honor? It's not fair, the bridge was in shambles. Well, we wouldn't have much of an adventure if you face off against the big villain right away, now would we? Alright. I missed out on something. I don't have a map, do I? I was wanting to check to see if that pit I skipped earlier was an instant death pit, but I can't check that right now. So I'm just gonna go the known path of safety. I believe you've reached the necromancer's doorstep. Any advice? Very little is known about this villain. Okay, so no advice. Dodging anything that looks like evil magic will be a good start. Wow, great help. Well, I also recommend looking at my inventory for any useful upgrades. I really appreciate all the support. Look, the necromancer is a newcomer. All we know for now is that he plans on taking over the world with his undead army. All we know? Sorry, I meant all I know. I'm totally on my own here. And with this army of undead, everyone will soon fear the mighty Ruxton. Ahem. What now? We have a visitor. I don't have time for visitors. Well, he seems to have time for you. Oh, great. You think you get to play with your evil lab. Do I have to remind you who's in charge here? Now say something threatening and try not to embarrass us like you did last time. Oh, I've been practicing. Watch this. Ahem! Who dares enter my lair? Uh-oh, is that the messenger? Looks like it. What do we do? Steal the scroll, of course. Good plan. On guard. Face the mighty might of Rexton the Great. Yeah, that is a nice touch. I yield! Wait, I don't. It's over. This evil thing is clearly not working out for us, no matter how many skulls we slap onto ourselves. Any suggestions, then? I'm listening. I don't know, just something else. Like what? Introspection would be a good start. What has all this brought us, really? Ridiculous. I'm sticking to evil. Oh yeah? And how are you going to accomplish anything if I'm not carrying you? Well, I could. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It's settled then. Carry on, messenger. We promise not to cause the world any harm. A little bit, yeah. Oh, a new customer. What happened? I almost died just there. Strictly speaking, you did. What? But how? My name's Quarble. Quarble? At your service. I'm the one you never would have met had you any skills. The gist of it is, I have a magic ring that allows me to control space and time. So whenever you're about to die, I will appear to stop everything and teleport you back to the latest checkpoint. Okay, what's the catch? Well, for one, you will still feel agonizing pain every single time. Also, I'm keeping track of your debt in my little notepad, so I'll stick around to steal your loot until either we're even or I am bored. I mean, I can let you die if you prefer. It seems we have a deal. Glad we see eye to eyes. Carry on, then. Bamboo Creek! That must be a sight for sore eyes after your trek at the catacombs. Sure is. Do make the best of it. This place is as close to a day off as you'll get on this adventure. I'll try. I just didn't know something so cheerful existed. I guess that says more about your mindset than about the world. What are these crystals I'm collecting? So you're a touch the unidentified magic object first and ask questions later kind of guy. They're time shards. I could use them to augment your abilities. How does it work? Exactly the way we've been doing it so far. You select what you want, give me the required amount of shards so I can do my thing. I meant the spell itself. It's complicated, but I'm curious, and I'm busy. What do you want to chat about? Do you have any stories to share? Of course I do, but now is not the time. Why not? You're in Bamboo Creek. This is as sunny as it gets here in this cursed world. So I suggest you take the opportunity to play outside. Bye now. Oh, you can't actually defeat him. Okay. Yes, delicious money. Glorious time shards. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. That was fun. I guess the boss is up next. A boss in Bamboo Creek? That's a good one. Well, with the layout, you know, perfectly centered gates, symmetrical lanterns, no scrolling, I just thought, look, you're perfectly free to hallucinate patterns and try to make sense of them, but I believe I told you this place is like your day off. So, well, would you fight a boss on your day off? Exactly. $570, and I'll make it to the next check. New upgrade. I fell in the pit. That you did. That gap is way too wide. There's no way I can make the jump. This reminds me of a story. A long time ago, warriors of the Squirrel Clan invented a way to soar through the skies. Touching on a freedom humans could seldom dream of, some would mistake them for gods. incredible. Yeah, whatever, here's a wingsuit. Welcome to the Howling Grotto. Do people live here? Some cave-dwelling creatures used to a long time ago. They built structures from the streams of emerald running through the rock and believed the wind was the breath of a god. Anything I should know? Not really, other than it's gliding time. Well, that wingsuit I gave you? Yeah. Sorry, I don't have enough contextual data. I meant to say something that will make sense regardless of whether you had already used the wingsuit to ride the wind tunnels. You're being awkward now. What's wrong with you? I gave you something that virtually lets you fly and you'd rather stay here and chat. Thanks for the wingsuit. You bet. Don't forget to try it out by pressing and holding A while airborne. Why was it free and not the other upgrades? Because it was mandatory to your progression. You can't save the world if you're stuck in a pit. Will there be more freebies in the future? There's only one way to find out now, isn't there? What do you mean? I mean you should carry on with your quest, while letting your heart know for sure that this here cursed world and its inhabitants have a lot of surprises left in store for you. There once was a king who had a pretty rough time managing his emotions. Experiencing nothing but extremes, he would always feel either too excited or too depressed, which caused him to never get anything done. Just as he was about to lose all hope of getting his life together and be a viable ruler for his people, he was visited by a traveling relic hunter. To rid the king of his woes, the relic hunter gave him a magic ring, promised it would make him sad when he is happy and happy when he is sad. It worked like a literal charm, and the king became very prosperous as a result. When the king passed away, the castle's wizard promptly grabbed the ring to finally try and understand the source of its power. As it turned out, the ring wasn't magic at all. But how could a non-magic ring make you sad when you're happy and happy when you're sad? Any guess? Not really. It had a small inscription that read, "This too shall pass." Whoa, that's deep. It's more than deep. I just gave you the cure for anxiety through a fairy tale. Thanks, shopkeeper. Hey now, don't push it. Okay. What do Spikes and Corbel have in common? We both have your back. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. This is a live channel. Oh yeah, I want the wingsuit attack. That is strange. I don't remember anything breaking recently. I'll have to double check on that. Well, I hope you're up for a challenge. Why? Because something big is up next. What? Well, let's just say you're about to fight someone who understands that the best defense is a good defense. Who? I wish I could tell you. Anyway, your 3 questions are up. Carry on. When is there a 3 questions rule? Hey, that's 4 now. I think I'll save Devil's Due until after I get the upgrade that refills me at checkpoints. Oh. Ah. Why do I feel like you meant to do that? Shut up, Corbel. "43 times, shards in. I'm feeling some acid reflux. Maybe swallowing them isn't such a good idea." I panicked on that one. Thanks for destroying my golem. Well, you attacked first. What are you talking about? I've been digging through these caverns for centuries and you just randomly engaged. No way. Way? No way. You know what? Fair enough. I see how you could have thought I was a threat. I guess my survival instincts kicked in a little too fast. I understand. It's all good. Look, I'm sorry I destroyed your golem, okay? Don't worry about it. I mean it. I'm sorry. It's alright. Honest mistake. So, how do I get out of here? Oh, I'll adjust the wind for you. Good luck on your quest. You can leave using the wind tunnel. Again, I don't mind our misunderstanding. He's upset. Am I enjoying the game? I'm enjoying it quite a lot so far. Really? I don't think I have enough time shards. Welcome to Quillshroom Mars, said no one ever. Yeah, this place is eerie. Tell me about it. I once had to look through the mud for an artifact. Gave up pretty quickly. What happened to this area? Legend said it used to be ruled by a monstrosity called the Primal Fear until a brave monk defeated it. Both were very mighty indeed, but with his final breath, the Primal Fear cursed the monk forever. Cursed? Legend also says the monk still roams the marsh to this day, turning any trespassers into fungi. Oh great. No one knows whether any of that is true, but yeah, I'd pick up the pace if I were you. Your favorite game to come out in recent memory? That's nice. This is a fun platformer. I still can't believe you defeated the Emerald Golem. Did you get a chance to understand its motive? The thing wasn't evil, it was just digging away. What? You mean all these messengers that were killed? All a misunderstanding. Wow. There once was a messenger who kept asking for stories. Even though he was supposed to move on with his very important quest, he just couldn't get enough. The shopkeeper, living in a void outside of time, was connected to all eras, and so at first was happy to share the myths and legends encountered over decades of traveling. Alas, the messenger never seemed to appreciate the morals or takeaways, so the shopkeeper decided to be done with the stories thing. The end. No way, I liked your stories. Come on. Maybe later, we'll see. I want to get meditation first, and then I'll go after Devil's Due. Oh, I know. Thank you for the hydrate. Go ahead and do that. Alright, can't do anything down here yet. How did I find this game? A couple of friends were playing it before me. I just happened to grab it while it was on sale. Hope I enjoyed half as much as you do. I think I will. But only half. Oh, that beat drop thought... Oh. Oh. That's what I thought the beat drop was. If anyone asks, I'm taken. Yes, give me all the health now that I've got somebody sucking away my time shards. just noticed that the fungal lamps are singing. All of the mushrooms are singing. The golems are DJing, so the singing shrooms don't surprise you. It kind of feels like they were supposed to do that, though. Alright, so my next checkpoint is 950 time shards. Yeah, I forgot my wingsuit training. That was it. Okay, can't do anything with you yet. Be careful. I sense a fallen up ahead. A fallen? It's how we call messengers whose quest came to a tragic end, their power corrupted by demon magic. Why are you so serious all of a sudden? Because it doesn't get more serious than a rogue messenger about to unleash on you. And with these stories about a monk, if it really is that one monk... What are you talking about? About you meeting your match. Good luck. Well, well, well. It seems we have an intruder. You need to get out of here. This place is filled with monsters. Oh, did my quill shroom scare you? So it's true. Don't like my army? It's a shame, really, since you are about to join it. Wait, that scroll. It couldn't be. No, impossible. Kneel before your queen and receive the curse of quills. Nope, can't wall jump. A whopping 101 time shards accumulated so far. I'm glad they assigned me to you. Now wait a second. Who do you think you are? I'm Quilble. Quilble? This name makes no sense. Why have I never seen you before? I was exiled a long time ago when I got cursed along with my messenger. That voice, are you? Out of here? You bet. See you, sucker. I had one more shot, so why not take it while she's in the center? just so happened to work out nicely. Congratulations! You made it to the base of the mountain! Almost there. Do you know what this means? I don't know. Does it mean you have another dialogue trap for me? What? Oh, so you're just gonna try and steal my character like that? I guess you think you deserve a prize. No. Well, you do. Plus, you'll never be able to make the climb without the rope dart. Rope dart? Don't overthink it. Everyone will probably end up calling it the grappling hook anyway. Here. So, thanks for the rope dart? Oh, did you think that was an awkward interaction? You could say that. Clearly, you never had to tell your boss that your little experiment went wrong, permanently impacting one of your colleagues. Hey, I heard that! Anyway, you can use it on rings, lanterns, walls, and enemies. Go nuts! About that monk. It is as I feared. Our most promising messenger did not die, but was instead cursed forever. She became the Queen of Quills. How did that happen? This is a tale for another time. Oh wait, story. It's a story I once told the guy who hooked me up with music for my shop. There once was a village struggling to figure out who the werewolf was. People kept dying every full moon, and very gorily at that. One day a brave young couple decided to venture into the woods. He would be the hunter and she the bait. As one would expect from such a cliched setting, they got separated and our hunter faced off alone against the beast near a cliff. After 15 minutes of a literal uphill battle, the hunter managed to chop off the werewolf's paw with his axe, just as it was attempting to choke him. The hunter then ran for his life, severed paw still clutched to his throat. By the time he got home, the sun was up and he found his fiancée bleeding, also badly wounded. The paw on his throat had reverted to its human form, and that moment he noticed it was wearing a ring he had purchased a few days ago. The end. Whoa, that was spooky. I'm still looking for a title. Any suggestions? What about The Werewolf Bride? Wow, great idea! Really? No, not really. You put the reveal in the title. Oh, that's a blank wall. That's not a passage. Never mind. I like the dart. I visit that shopkeeper from time to time. 8 deaths is a bit worrying. Gradient at the bottom. No, I don't want to take a selfie with you. I see something at the top. Oh. Oh, no, I got it. I got that. I guess I could try that. Oh, he was in. Please don't touch the cabinet. I already told you the cabinet is off limits. Believe me, you're not ready for what's in there. You think you can just barge into my lab and go through my stuff like you own the place? There's no skeleton in there, I promise. Hey, don't touch. It's empty anyway. Don't make me lock it. Alright. I'm just remembering there's a huge time short around here somewhere. I was looking at chat when those things popped up. What's with the big mysterious chest? It appeared when you smashed your first power seal. You still need to smash 42 power seals to open that. I don't have enough for an upgrade. Looks like the boss is up. Surely you mean the bosses. Bosses? Bosses. The bosses are up. I need to fight more than one boss here? Well, technically it's more like personal training than actual fight. What? Ah, don't let me ruin it. Go see for yourself. Another day, another stew simmering. Oh yeah. Mountain life is a blast, but I miss seeing adventurers pass by. I hear you. Remember humans? You bet I do. They were almost as interesting as obvious foreshadowing. Oh look, a human. Who would have thought? Yo, Colas, check this little guy out. Whoa, susses, see that scroll? Hey, little guy, are you the carrier? Don't be silly, susses. Everyone knows it's the runner. You're confused, Colas. I'm pretty sure it's the envoy. No, you've misconstrued, susses. It's actually the emissary. Come on, Colas. I think I remember it being the courier. Seriously, susses, how about we agree on the message bearer? Can do, Colas. Want to test the message bearer's sportsmanship? I thought you'd never ask, susses. Let's see what you got, little guy. God, Sergeant Carlos, the postman packs quite a punch. Sappily stated, Sussus. We like you, little guy. What do you reckon, Colossus? He probably needs to reach the top of our mountain. Seems so, Sussus. I say we help out. Confirmed, Carlos. Let's do this. Thanks for the workout, little guy. Now don't move, this might sting a little. Wait, what? Ready, Colossus. Set, Sussus. Hut! Well, I'm hungry now. Shall we snack, Colossus? Nice trick iframing through them with a rope dart that never occurred to you. I thought that was the reason why they gave us the rope dart. I dissent, Sussus. We promised not to eat until our power thistle was ready to be added to the pot. I forgot completely, Colossus. Surely its magical properties will make us even stronger. It will be succulent, Sussus. It'll be con carne, Carlos. Let's sit by the stew until the thistle is fully grown. Did someone tell you that that was a secret passage? My brother used to do that. I see that hook over there. I'm finally near the mountain summit. It looks like my adventure is about to come to an end. Clearly you haven't watched the trailer. Pardon? Never mind. Hey, it's cold and slippery out there. Be careful. There once was a village settled in a land of ice and snow. Food was scarce, but not as much as heat. Their elders spoke of a lush grove, safe, abundant, and with comfortable weather to boot. The only problem was that grove lay on the other side of a permanent hailstorm which would take weeks to cross. One day, a brave couple left their young boy behind to attempt what the village called the trek. They would scout all the way to the grove and confirm its existence, then come back to the village and lead everyone to a better life. Like all who attempted the trek before them, they sadly and predictably never came back. Over the following decades, that boy grew up with only one goal in mind, to take on the trek himself and find his parents alive at the grove or dead in the ice. Figuring they may have simply been ill-prepared, he trained every day until he was 5 years older than his parents were when they left for the trek, then set off on his own attempt. The hailstorm's first bite wasn't as bad as he thought it would be, but the ice-cold soil slowly worked its way into his bones. After days of walking through the storm without realizing it was all just a metaphor playing out in his troubled young adult mind, he stumbled upon a, no pun intended, chilling sight. His parents, frozen solid in a block of ice. The shock was too strong. He remained there, cursing, pondering, and cursing again, until the cold took him to become a part of the ice block. The end. What? What do you mean, what? No moral, or at least a proper ending? Sometimes stories can be harsh. Might just be the very message they mean to convey about life. You need to think about what transpired and find your own takeaways. There are no wrong answers as long as they ring true to you. Maybe, but this one really felt like a pointless story. And it just might be the case that for you it was. Or you could consider the implications of our adventurer being 5 years older than his parents when he found them. Can you imagine gazing upon those who were your protectors and mentors, realizing they're actually younger than you? Your bearers of truth, the wise ones, those you aspired to be like? A harsh reality indeed. You thought they knew it all and had it all figured out, that they were centered and filled with purpose. Yet there you stand, beholding the one pillar you ever took for granted and used for stability, physically crystallized yet mentally shattered before your very eyes. Had they really found inner peace already when you knew them, meaning you're the one who missed the mark? Or were they simply excellent actors? Food for thought, huh? Yes, that's enough. Remember, this is all subjective. I shared but one angle. I saw a Quarble up in the corner there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Not quite enough. There should be more than enough to get what I'm looking for. And now, I just need 400 for the Devil's Due. I'm starting to think you just want to find out when these death quotes will start looping. No, because you've already looped once before. I just literally lost my footing on that last attempt. One of your favorite songs of the game? It's a nice jam, yeah. You really thought it would be that easy? I told you already, the cabinet's off limits. Please stop. We're not doing a special edition of the cabinet rant. I mean it. Don't be that guy. You're being that guy. Fine, be that guy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crazy how countdowns give the feeling something is about to happen, huh? But yeah, I got nothing. If you're hoping for something special, just give up the cabinet thing already. The cool stuff's up ahead. Did I ever tell you about the guy who stayed late on a Friday night and started writing optional dialogue to add comedic value for those who will bother looking? Imagine reading his ramblings. Not that they loop, says a random one, so okay. By the way, if you feel like the cabinet thing is overdone at this point, I agree, but it's totally on you for keeping on trying to open it. Seriously, you can stop this right now. I mean it, you have the power. Only you can put it into this optional bit, which is good because I got things to do. If I repeat the same thing 3 times, will you think I'm out of flavor text? We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. I can't believe you. Why won't you move on to something productive? Like maybe advancing the quest you're supposed to care about? I'm not gonna lie though, when the time comes, opening the cabinet will blow your mind. And I'm confident in saying this, even though I know you'll be expecting a surprise. So how do you surprise someone who's expecting a surprise? With a meta plot twist, that's how. Now if you want to know where it is, move on already. I promise it's the fastest way. You're not opening that until the script says you get to anyway. Okay, I'll start looping back to the beginning now. I thought you would give up when it looked like I was looping. If you keep doing that, you'll have to sit through a boring tirade. It'll be boring and philosophical, and I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. Fine, here's some insights from Jordan the Wise for you. Life's going to come at you hard, so there are a few things you should know. Most important of all is realizing that you have something to offer the world. But in order to do that, you first need to sort yourself out. Lending your ear to the lessons contained in the stories of old is not a bad place to start. You see, as human conscience grew and knowledge equally grew in arrogance. We seem to be at this point where the value of stories is lost on us all. Not really caring about morals anymore, we are simply looking to be entertained. But their power on our subconscious is by no means hindered by our intellectual pride. Stories send a clear message to our being, and when told properly, it can offer guidance on how to live our lives, and impact us in ways we sometimes don't even notice. In fact, recurring themes are more often than not representative archetypes and contain lessons on how to or how not to behave. Consider dragons for a moment. Fantasy stories always seem to have them hoarding treasure. Not coincidentally at all, 2 of the biggest innate fears in mammals are fire and reptiles. So dragons are really a metaphor resembling that which you fear the most. Now why would an immortal fire-breathing reptile care to sleep on a pile of gold? The answer can be read between the lines. The treasure you seek is guarded by your greatest fear. Don't get me wrong, the pile of gold is as much a metaphor here as the mighty beast that doesn't even exist. Find your dragon and slay it, then your treasure will be revealed. This is the wisdom storytellers of old were trying to convey, only they didn't have the scientific method, a framework by which to structure arguments, or even a high IQ audience. This lesson isn't any less important or relevant today, however. That which you most need to discover within yourself is hidden where you least want to look. Now ask yourself, why were you so curious about my cabinet? Are you a very conscientious person, adamant on leaving no stones unturned? Or have you not mastered your insecurities and the fear of missing out is what's really driving you at this moment? Maybe you are simply hoping to get a laugh out of some unexpected one-liner. Because I'll admit, we both know I could kill the mood right now and tell you about how a depressed clown once attempted to lift his mood by eating bowls of confetti. What I'm getting at is, regardless of your motive here, you have clearly demonstrated curiosity and faith that the world holds prizes for those who take an honest look. While that can certainly be said about the world, it's even more true about your inner self. Now, whether that is scary, insightful, or encouraging depends entirely on how far you have made it on your personal growth journey. Life is made of many exams, most of which will present themselves to you more than once. Betrayal, joy, illness, adventure, treason, cooperation, purpose, loneliness, warmth, loyalty. Indeed, just like stories of old and new, life has recurring themes when testing humans. The important part is not whether or not you pass each test, but that you show up, acknowledge your score, and ponder how it can inform who you should become. From there, everything is there inside of you to help you find your own way. Who knows, the underlying meaning of the messenger story might even hit you eventually. But for now, let's get back to your adventure. You really thought it'd be that easy? Okay, now he's looping. Oh, he made it! Does this mean we can do the thing? Keep your hood on, Shorty. He still needs to pass the final test. But I want to do the thing! Now, we need to see how attuned to the scroll he really is. Great. Take it away, Prophet. Welcome, messenger. Please hold the scroll aloft so that the prophecy might be fulfilled. See, I told you he was slow. Yeah, you weren't kidding. Please hold the scroll higher than that so the prophecy might be fulfilled. Even I know aloft means above your head. That's some interesting architecture. He made it. Of all would-be messengers, him? Please pull this off. I really want to do the thing. A gauntlet awaits you, messenger. Should you survive, find us at the top of the Tower of Time. I bet you wish these moving blocks were a bit more forgiving. Are you playing with your feet or something? I wasn't paying attention. If all else fails, you could try jumping. I'm sorry, what? Ah, yes, the big reveal. Indeed, my dear adventurer, you have been teleporting into this very room all along. So, where are we? In the Tower of Time. And where is that? Surely you mean when? To be honest, I don't really know. The tower is a device that travels through time. It manifests to test messengers who are deemed worthy in order to relocate them as needed. Where will it take me? When? It will take you to the time most in need of a messenger. That is, if the tower doesn't kill you, of course. It once was a land filled with bogs. And these bogs, they were filled with evil monsters. Sleeping underwater during the day, they were kept at bay by the moon during nighttime. Well, when she was kind enough to be around. After all, the moon was free to travel through space and often felt like shining her light on other realms. One day, the moon got bored and decided to visit the bogland in human form. Wearing a cloak so that her light wouldn't shine through, she hoped to catch a glance at the evil creatures. Getting more than people wandering haphazardly in cursed lands usually bargain for, she encountered a man fleeing from a small pack of monsters. Confident in her power, she removed her cloak, creating a glittering aura of protection to help the man escape. Escape he did, but as he looked back, he could see that his savior had put her cloak back on a little too soon. She was captured by the creatures, who then buried her under a rock so that her light would never shine again. They would rule the night. Our survivor was quick to gather a group of peasants who went to remove the big rock and set the moon free. A strong bond was formed on that day, and she decided to become their guardian. To this day, the moon is there to guide human travelers through the night. The end. Oh, I like that one. I guess it speaks to the power of cooperation? Maybe. To be honest, I only wanted to use the word haphazardly in a story. I guess Quarble got bored of waiting on that story. I meant to throw a dart. I meant to throw a shuriken. The first paycheck always feels good, but at this point I mostly see the work. You pressed? Okay, that's not happening. Oh, you could have watched your step. That feels like progress. I feel like I've gotten every power seal I've come across. I could be mistaken, but it feels like I'm making great progress. Wait, I thought the shop was physically behind that other door earlier. Oh, so this is the moment that got you. My shop is connected all over the world, and that's totally fine, but somehow it can't be in the same building twice. Yeah, I can't believe you. That's so you made it through the test of will. Oh, we are so going to do the thing now. Prepare yourself, messenger, and behold the might of our order. You shall emerge as the chosen one, or not at all. Enough introductions, I'm going first. Well, someone's excited. I've been preparing this speech for decades, and he just... You'll get over it, let's go. Okay, I got greedy there. Perfect timing, it was my turn to buy around. close. I could. I didn't see the lamps by the door. A little too low. I didn't even realize that was there. Okay, I think he's coming. Please let me do the prophecy bit this time. I'm staying out of this. Do whatever you want. And so you made it through the test of might. Okay, what's next? To fulfill the prophecy, you must now pass the test of faith by taking the leap. The leap? The leap, yes! I don't get it. We are the test of faith. Leap. Leap of faith. Makes sense, no? Oh, just jump already. Come on, I was trying to have an epic moment here. Now, hero, lend your courage to hope and your strength to purpose. Then dive into your destiny to emerge as the one true messenger. Oh, this is fun. This game has never stopped being fun. Dadgummit. There we go. What happened? I was warped or something, and now everything looks different now. Hello? Okay, that is a really cool hat! Seriously, wow! Any idea what happened, though? Sorry, I just can't get over the hat. Welcome to the Cloud Ruins, remnants of a civilization of giants that used to live in the sky. This place is beautiful, but the structures feel precarious. Yeah, bad place if you're afraid of heights. How high am I? You mean in my opinion? What? Oh, geographically! Well, you entered the Tower of Time at the top of the mountain and then exited through the top of the tower. So I'd say fairly high. Enjoy the sights. What's the deal with everything looking so different? You know, I was wondering how you were going to deal with the implications of time travel. Seems ignorance really is bliss. Pardon? That moment in the Tower of Time? Yeah. It sent you to the future. Neat. Yes, precisely. Neat. There was once a starving little boy who never missed a chance to help his fellow villagers. One day, after helping an old man carry a heavy bundle of wheat, he was offered a loaf of bread. Eat your fill, my boy, it is well deserved, he began, but if you feel like helping even more, there are 2 gnomes hiding in the forest who are even hungrier than you are. Now that boy was an empathetic one. His mind was made up instantly. After a short hike, he found the gnomes and split the bread between the 2 of them, without even saving a bite for himself. Thank you, kind little boy, the gnomes beamed. It seems you have lifted our curse. Indeed, to punish them for their greed, a spirit had put them under a rather annoying spell. They were exiled to the forest, carrying a magic little mill capable of producing anything its bearer desired. But the little mill's magic would only be activated once the gnomes were fed by a stranger acting out of selfless generosity. To starve while carrying a relic promising abundance. A cruel fate indeed. Now you can imagine the little boy's surprise when he was given the magic item. Name something you want while turning the crank to the right and the little mill will produce an endless stream of it, the gnomes explained. Turn it to the left and it will stop. After creating a huge pile of food for the 2 gnomes, the young boy went back to his village to help the populace with his newfound powers. But as he grew in popularity, his older sister grew in jealousy. One night she couldn't take it anymore and stole the little mill from her brother's bedside table, along with 2 leftover pies from that afternoon's feast. Adding insult to injury, she left on the family's fishing boat to reach new lands, hoping to have her turn in the role of the popular purveyor. Once out at sea, she decided to try one of the pies, which to her taste were lacking a little something. She was trying to try that little mill's magic, she reckoned. Give me salt, she said, turning the crank to the right. And salt she got, heaps and heaps of it. Now, older sister had never bothered paying attention to how the mill could be stopped. Stop, little mill, stop, she shouted, first annoyed, then worried, and finally panicked. Salt soon overflowed the boat itself, sinking it under the weight. It is said that the sunken little mill is still operational to this day, and that is the reason why seawater is salty. The end. That was interesting, but it feels more like a kid's story explaining things about the world we know the actual reason for. Tough crowd, huh? Why don't you tell me a story and I'll judge it? So you're looking for additional takeaways? How about this? Seeing how Big Sister's anger led to her demise, irritated people were henceforth referred to as salty. Oh, I got another one. Seeing how Big Sister's shortcomings as a little mill operator led to her demise, unqualified people are henceforth referred to as not being worth their salt. Hey, this is fun. You should go. I'll keep on coming up with morals to do with salt. Ah, now the sliding has a little effect on it. Oh. Don't be a salty messenger. I feel like this is progress. And the other way is to, extras. And I was right. Okay, it just looks like there's something up there. So, cool hat. Oh, you like that? Is why you chose to wear one as well? What? Well, you had the same hat. No, I got it first. Oh, is that what you're going to tell yourself? Fine. I did have the hat first, and you were all over it. Right, yeah, that all happened, sure. It's true, though. Look, you can put your head in the sand all you want in an attempt to preserve your ego, but it's clearly not going to work on the person that was there when it all happened. If someone's watching, you can pretend you just wanted to show them how I always have random contextual insults when you die. Yeah, I noticed the dragon. Oh, it's only gonna chase me on the cloud path. Okay, then. I don't have enough for an upgrade. Almost enough. Well, next time I'm around. Which is now. 22 deaths prevented. Quarble MVP. I don't feel like I've died that many times. Nope, can't ask about the dragon. That's a death pit. Anything new on the tree? Nope. I am not getting that last one for a while. Now I could probably ask him about the dragon. No. Wrong way, lady. Not bad. Wasn't expecting you did that fast. And then that happened. Oh hi, I'm Corbel's co-worker Quibble. Apparently, I just had to see the face you made when you fall into a pit. Priceless indeed. Are you gonna tell me about the dragon now? No. Now I should be able to ask him about the dragon. Hey, I'm not sure what's up next, but the Prophet wanted me to repeat a line for you at this point of the adventure. Alright, let's hear it. Hey, Brad. Okay, I've always wanted to try the voice. Check it out. And on this day, the messengers unwittingly make his lifesaver indebted to him. And that means? I'm not sure, but if all else fails, attack the fireballs. Alright, I know it's time that I wrap things up, but I want to give the dragon a shot before we wrap things up. Let's give him 3 shots. First try. I've been watching you for a long time, messenger. Who are you anyway? Ha! So this guy's did fool you. It's a shame you freed my slave pet, but no matter. I am now certain I can defeat you. You! Surprised? Time to pay for what you did to my people? Bold words coming from such an unprepared adventurer. The underworld awaits you, messenger. At last the scroll will be ours. Watch your step now. But this is where I sadly must end off. This has been Artman Advance, and for those of you on YouTube, I thank each and every one of you for coming, and I will see you all in the next one.